This is something that kind of sucked, but like I really wish I would have known it sooner. When I was going through my journey of losing weight the first time, when I left my job to follow my heart and do something I really wanted to do with my life, becoming a mom, really any like big pivotal change. And it's not something I realized at the time, but something that like I look back on now and I'm like, damn. And I just want to say this because if someone's going through it right now, I hope they hear it and they're like, okay, this is normal. If you're currently on like a weight loss journey, you're trying to leave a job you hate, you're trying to do something new you love with your life, basically you're just doing something different that's like not the norm. Know that it's normal for people to not support you, to not cheer you on, to not think it's cool what you're doing, to question what you're doing, to maybe lose interest in what you're doing, and just overall not just show their support. I played 3 sports in high school. I played softball, volleyball, and basketball. And to be honest, I was good. I was a good athlete. I was so used to people cheering me on, so used to people telling me like, good job, like you're doing great. I was a straight A student in school. I was used to teachers telling me I was doing a good job. I had so much in my head of people saying like, you're doing great. So much validation, right? People telling me like, good job, keep going. But I realized I always kind of fit into like where people told me to go. Like I didn't want to do accounting. That was actually the degree I went and got in school, but I had a teacher push me on it. They were like, you're good at accounting, you're good at numbers, you're good at math, go the accounting route. In college, I actually debated on changing my major, but then I had some influence from people in my life who told me, no, like, don't do that, that's stupid. I actually wanted to change my major to exercise science, which was my passion all along, but I had family tell me, like, that would be the stupidest thing I could ever do. So I didn't do it. It wasn't until I started actually trying to get healthy. I was like the unhealthiest person in high school. People even joked about it. Like to this day, my softball coach, who I still know, she would joke that like, who are you now? Because I was the unhealthiest person in high school. Until I went through this journey of like actually getting healthy, getting fit, like loving my life, loving my body. Once that actually happened, I realized how many people like fell out of my life. I had people questioning like, are you okay? Something's wrong with you. But it'd always be met with like, I'm just concerned. It's never obvious. It's always disguised as like they're just concerned about your well-being because you're going against the grain. The same thing happened when I left my corporate job. Because guess what? I also have my CPA license. I have a bachelor's degree and I have a master's degree in accounting and I have a CPA license. And I don't do anything with it. I had so many people be like, well, you're still going to keep your license active, right? Like just in case so that you can go back to it. Because again, what I'm doing is not the norm. I would skip nights out with my friends because I wanted to study for my personal training certification. And then after I had my kids, I would stay up late working on nutrition certifications and eventually my postpartum and prenatal certification, just like doing things that weren't the norm. Even now, I rarely get asked anything about my business, my life, anything like that. People just kind of like stay away from questions like that because it makes them uncomfortable because it's weird. It's not the norm to them. So I just want to say that if you're going through it right now, a big transition, maybe you're like finally making that move to a job you want, maybe you're finally getting in your fitness journey and you just kind of feel like your support's not there, it's kind of normal. But it does not mean you're doing the wrong thing. If anything, it means you're on the right track.